Today, I want to say it simply. Live wisely. But what does that mean? Well, living wisely means realizing that your life belongs to Christ. And the moments He gives you today, they matter. The conversation with your child matters. The way you respond when you're frustrated, that matters. The kindness you show when nobody is watching matters. And walking away from temptation today, that matters too. Listen to today's word of life from Ephesians chapter 5, verses 15 and 16. So be careful how you live. Don't live like fools, but like those who are wise. Make the most of every opportunity in these evil days. And that is such an important reminder because every day gives us opportunities. Opportunities to choose light instead of darkness. Opportunities to respond with grace instead of anger. Opportunities to encourage instead of criticize, to be present instead of distracted, to do what pleases the Lord instead of simply drifting with whatever feels easiest in the moment. And that's where this gets real, because it's not always about adding something to your schedule, but slowing down enough to notice the moment God already gave you. The conversation, that apology, that act of kindness, that quiet decision to do the right thing, that chance to love your family well, that opportunity to be faithful in something ordinary. So today, don't just move through the day. Live wisely. Ask God, what are you putting in front of me today? And when that opportunity comes, make the most of it. Make today count. Hello, friend. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here on the podcast. I wanted to give you a heads up on just a few things. First, you might hear me pitch to a song because today's show is brought to you from a live radio show. Now, I can't play the music for you on the podcast, but I can give you those songs in the description. In fact, that's what you'll find. A Spotify music playlist and a separate song list so you can still go and enjoy the music. Oh, and if you'd like to hang out with me live sometime, please come on. I'm on from 6 to 10, Monday through Friday, Central Time. You can go to 885jfm.com, click the On Now button, and press play. I'd love for you to come hang out live. Yeah, we can interact. Send me some texts. I'll send you some stuff back. We'll have a good time. Also, look in that description for some other things, like Family Edition. If you're listening to the Focused podcast, well, the Family Edition is the expanded version of the show, and it's only found on YouTube, but it's unlisted. So the only way to find it is through the link in the description. So check that out as well. And hey, if you're listening on Spotify, I would love for you to answer the Spotify poll because I want to know what you think about that topic. Okay? All right. Now, hang out with me. Let's have some fun. And if you enjoy what you hear, please subscribe and share us with a friend. I appreciate it. Now let's get back to the show.
Some of the strongest people that you know are carrying things that you have no idea about. Because strength does not always look loud. Sometimes it looks like getting up anyway, laughing anyway, smiling anyway, taking care of everyone else while quietly trying to hold yourself together too. And the hard part is, people often think that strong people don't need support too. But they do. This week felt heavy. And you still kept going. Give yourself credit for that. Quiet strength still counts.
How many of you know this? There's a big difference between you having faith in God because you were born into a family that believes in God. There's a big difference between you got your grandmother's faith, you got your tio's faith, you got your tia's faith. Come on, I'm using all my Spanish words right now, all right? Abuelo, abuela, all right? All those words, all right? So when you and I think about the people in our life and all of a sudden we find inspiration from their faith, there's got to be a moment where your grandmother's faith becomes your faith. It's got to be your faith. It's got to be a moment where all of a sudden it becomes your walk with Jesus. And here's what's beautiful about this. On the other side of the Sea of Galilee, they're like, Moses, your fault. Who is this God? On the other side, they're like, my God, my song, my strength, my salvation, because they watch God get really personal in their life. Can I tell you something? As there's a God that wants to be personally involved in the details of your life, and He doesn't want you to borrow your family member's faith. He wants you to have your own faith in your own relationship with Jesus. And there's a moment where all of a sudden you recognize something, that He gives you the victory that you've been watching everybody else get. And then you get that victory and you're like, God, you're too good for me to go back to an old way of life. And God, if you're going to defend me, be my advocate, be my intercessor, my justifier, my reconciliation, and cause me to live a life of purpose and meaning and destiny and anointing, then God, I want my life to reflect you.
So, have you had a mild panic attack yet this summer break, Mom, Dad? Has it happened? Well, why would I ask that? Because being this early in the summer break, it's easy to forget that it is the summer break. And you might find yourself on a random Wednesday thinking, oh no, I woke up late. I gotta get the kids ready for school, but school is out. And that little realization, makes you smile a little bit, doesn't it? Because all the pressure you just felt is gone. But you know what? I love when parents partner with the kids in the learning process. In fact, there's some projects going on. Yeah, maybe it's this summer. Maybe there is a reading project. Maybe your kid has to read like my kid does. I think it's Hatchet is the book she has to read between now and when school starts back. She has to take notes and all that stuff. So she's already gotten a head start on it. But there are some projects that us parents hand off to our kids. There's one in particular I'm getting ready to share with you from Mr. Ike. Now, Matt Eicheldinger, he is a teacher and an author, and he's got a way with words. So you need to stick around to hear this. And if you have a kid handy who is awake, maybe you need to get them near the radio, okay? Because this is going to be a story from the classroom and a really cool project that they might want to do. In fact, you, Mom, Dad, you might want to do this with your kid, okay? So go ahead, get them ready, get them close to the radio. I'm about to play one more song and an ID, and we will get into this with Mr. Ike. Oh, it's going to be so good. Thanks for hanging out with me right here on the Lifeline Morning Show.
Hello, my name's Matt. I'm a teacher and an author, and today's story is called Beautiful Sentences. One year I had a student named Ava who did the same thing most mornings. She would grab a random book off my desk, go to a random page, write something down, and then put the book back. First I thought she was just looking for a book to read, but after a couple weeks of this I got curious enough to ask. Apparently her dad tasked her with finding a beautiful sentence or a funny sentence or one that made her think, and then they would talk about it on the way home that day. So I asked, of all the sentences you have found, which one is your favorite so far? I think it's the turtle was surprisingly good at keeping secrets. Really? That's your favorite one? No, it's just the one we talked about the longest. As teachers, we watch kids carry all sorts of things into the classroom. Backpacks, lunch boxes, the trendiest water bottle that year. But just like you and I, children carry their own rituals, their own traditions that might not seem that important to anyone else. But when you let others into that unique aspect of your life, those tiny little details of who you are, I think that should be marked down as a beautiful sentence too.
For sure. I think so. What a project to work on with your kid. Beautiful sentences. What do you think about that? That kind of takes it to a whole new level, doesn't it? Yeah. Gives you something to talk about. That way, when you're in the car or you're asking them, how was your day at school? It's not just fine or good. It's not one word answers. It's like, hey, what's your favorite sentence from today? And then you get to dive into it. Oh, I love that idea. That is Mr. Ike, Matt Eicheldinger. You can actually find his books as well. He's written some stuff. And let me tell you, it's amazing. Some of the things he puts together from the classroom, how he shares his stories, and then the other books he has. I mean, he's the children's author. So you can check that out. Just look up Matt Eicheldinger wherever you find your books.
This is Pastor Larry Walls with your Drive Time Devotion. A story is told of a man named Freddie Follow the Leader who went to the college that all his friends chose to go to. He pursued a history major because all of his friends were choosing that major. He took a job with a certain company because that's where his friends chose to work and they thought it was a good place to work. Well, Freddie decided to purchase a fine new large home because all of his college friends had just purchased one, and he bought a new car because the neighbors all had a new car. Now, before long, Freddie found himself in a deep financial trouble, and he was sinking fast. One of Freddie's friends told him about a new multi-level sales company that he was part of and that he could make a killing and get out of debt very quick. So, of course, Freddie signed on, even though he had never sold anything in his life. His thoughts were, well, if my friends can do it, so can I. So Freddie went and took out a loan to get started, because this is how his friends all got started. Well, several months later, the company folded, and Freddie not only lost all the money he had invested, but also he lost his job. There had been time devoting too much of his time to doing what all of his friends were doing, and he lost track of everything. He lost his fancy new car and even his new house. And all those friends that Freddie had been following, well, they were nowhere to be found. Hebrews 13:5 tells us to be content with such things as you have. God created each of us with unique gifts and talents, and He has a unique plan for each of our lives. Pursue only what you know is right for you. That's your road to success, and it can't be traveled as Freddie followed the leader. Just know this: the grass may look greener on the other side of the fence, but somebody has still got to mow it. Pray with me. God, help us all to follow you in the road that you've laid for our lives. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Well, how's the summer break coming thus far? We have any kids listening this morning? I was wondering because, you see, there's a whole lot of sleeping going on. Yeah, because you don't have to get up so early in the morning. Isn't that lovely? Yeah, but I hope you're still learning things during the summer break. I hope you're not just eating all the snacks and playing all the games and watching all the movies and all that without learning at least a little something. You're like, Steven, it's called summer break for a reason. I get it, but still, we should be learning something, right? Well, hey, if you haven't learned anything in a minute, let me help you, okay? Here is something I bet you didn't know. Graham is going to help us out with this, so take a listen to this.
Fun fact of the day. Cliff Palace, in what is now Mesa Verde National Park in Colorado, is the largest cliff dwelling in North America. It has 150 rooms and 23 kivas, while the vast majority of cliff dwellings in the area have a total of between 1 and 5 rooms. It was constructed by the ancestral Pueblo people over the course of approximately 70 years, and it was home to approximately 100 people before it was abandoned when the ancestral Pueblo people migrated south.
There you go. Now, you can say you learned something new today. I'm glad I could help you with that. You know, they say if you don't use it, you lose it, so I just helped your brain out. Now, I've got to mention this because, you see, we're having some fun this morning, and I thought maybe, since you're up, and since I know you love having fun, we could play maybe not really a game, but we could learn a little more about your summer break, about how everything's going. So with that in mind, I wonder if maybe you would like to call me up and tell me how it's going thus far. All right, so here is your cue to call. I want to give you not just 3 gift cards to Chick-fil-A. I want to give you 3 gift cards to Albertville Home Bakery as well. So call me up, first caller, 256-505-0885. Let me know how your summer is going, and you're going to win 6 gift cards. That's right, 256-505-0885. Call me up and let me know. All right, let me hit some Forrest Frank now with Thankful. Is it normal to be sore after a massage? So let me tell you why I'm asking. You know, yesterday was mine and my wife's 19th anniversary, right? And so I surprised her with a couples massage. Yeah. So we went, and it was a 50-minute massage. I've never done this before in my life. So you get ready, you lay down, they put the sheet over you, and then, I'm telling you, felt so good. And this was like, I think it was like a deep tissue massage, because that woman, she had elbows of steel. And I mean, she would press down and just slowly move. And so on both sides of my spine right now, they are so sore. It felt good in the moment. But right now, it's like, oh, I need a massage because of my massage. Anyway, we had a blast. It was a success. We went and grabbed a bite to eat as well. The weird thing was our daughter kept wondering where we were, and she did not like the whole idea of us leaving her at Nana's house. She did not like that at all. Yeah, but anyway, it all went very well. So thank you all for the anniversary well wishes as well. That was special. Thank you so much. Every now and then, I like to take us back a few years, maybe to a worship song that you haven't heard in a minute, just to kind of put a smile on your face and help you reminisce an earlier time. I wonder if this is going to do that for you. Let's find out.
Y'all know that worship song that goes like, Lord, I give you my heart, I give you my soul. I
This time of the year is a little different, right? Because it's summer break. There's not as much going on with the kids right now. Unless maybe you're gearing up for a vacation, then yeah, it's all about them. But otherwise, I mean, maybe they're just vegging at the house, playing video games. Probably not a lot of practices going on right now. But are you loving this break, or does it feel a little awkward? Because it feels kind of out of the ordinary from that last minute rush during the school year. Yeah, well, if you're feeling a little out of place right now, a little out of sorts, you are not alone. I think a lot of people are feeling that right now. I was driving yesterday thinking about in the back of my truck how there's so much stuff in there. I've got like this big tub that's full of stuff. I've got, Grace's roller skates, her roller blades. I've probably got 2 or 3 soccer balls. I've got all kinds of stuff. And I think we got a basketball in there. And besides that, that's in the tub. We've got like 4 folding chairs in the back. So it all just adds up and it just stays there because that's been our life for the past few months. We've had soccer games going on and we've been taking her to the skating rink. And I mean, we're still doing fun stuff, but it's just not as hectic as it was. But when you really stop and think about it, it's kind of a cool busy, isn't it? It's the kind of busy that you hope for. It's the kind of busy that you can navigate because when that type of busy isn't around anymore, how are you going to feel? Here's Leslie Means.
One day, I'll drive an empty car. It will be clean and quiet. I'll be able to listen to whatever I want on the radio without complaints. There won't be granola bar wrappers in the cup holders or goldfish ground into the floor mats. The trunk won't be packed with backpacks and gear and folding chairs. There won't be any arguing in the back seat about who is annoying who. I won't have a single practice to rush to or a game schedule to juggle. And I think it might actually break my heart. This part of motherhood is chaotic, and quite frankly, it is often exhausting. But it's also my favorite, and it's going by so fast. So today, I will take a deep breath, toss another fruit snack in the back seat, and soak in the sound of their voices. Because one day, I am just pretty certain I'm going to miss this all so much.
We're talking about living wisely today. Well, what does that look like? Well, we've been unpacking that all morning long, but I wanted to get a little deeper into this particular passage in the Bible because today's word of life really brought this to us, and it's Ephesians chapter 5. Now, we started in 15 and then we covered 16, but I want to read just a little above that. I want to start in Ephesians 5, verse 8. I want you to listen to these words, and I think you'll find how we can live wisely, okay? So here we go. For once you were full of darkness, but now you have light from the Lord. So live as people of light. For this light within you produces only what is good and right and true. Carefully determine what pleases the Lord. Take no part in the worthless deeds of evil and darkness. Instead, expose them. It is shameful even to talk about the things that ungodly people do in secret, but their evil intentions will be exposed when the light shines on them. For the light makes everything visible. That is why it is said, "Awake, O sleeper, rise up from the dead, and Christ will give you light." So, be careful how you live. Don't live like fools, but like those who are wise. Make the most of every opportunity in these evil days. Don't act thoughtlessly, but understand what the Lord wants you to do. That is how you live wisely. You remember who you are, whose you are, what is on the inside of you. You are filled with light from the Lord that produces good things. So live wisely, making the most of every opportunity. Let your light shine today and watch what it does in and around you as you go about your everyday life. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me right here on the Lifeline Morning Show. It's been a blast hanging out with you. Now it is time for me to say adieu. But I want to let you know this. Today's show will be in podcast form across 5 platforms. That's Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, YouTube podcast at noon today. Okay? If you would, check it out. Subscribe. share it with a friend, and look in the description because there's a lot of good stuff that's going to be waiting on you right there, like a Spotify music playlist, a separate song list, a link to the family edition or the expanded version of the show. There'll be a Spotify poll there as well. And who knows what else might be there. So check it out for yourself, okay? Lifeline Morning Show podcast across those 5 platforms at noon today. I'll see you tomorrow.